This week's video is sponsored by DxO. Hi everyone, I'm Alistair Ben and you're watching Expressive Photography. In this video I want to share 5 things that I learnt on a recent landscape photography retreat. Now, as some of you may know, I've just come back from leading 2 landscape photography retreats in the Cairngorm National Park with the incredible and talented Mr. John Barclay. If you haven't checked out John's website, please do so in the link below. Incredible photographer, really worth getting to know. Now, just because I was leading or co-leading this retreat doesn't mean that I wasn't immersed in the process, spending time thinking about photography and my relationship with it. And in this video, I want to cover the 5 key things that I think are the most important learning tools that we can use to move forward, develop ourselves, and develop our craft and our art. So without much further ado, let's jump in to point number 1. Expectations are the death of creativity. It's definitely the case that if you walk into the landscape thinking that you're going to achieve a certain thing or to try and emulate a certain type of photography or photographer's work, you are gearing yourself up for failure. It is almost inevitable that the images that you make and the experience you are going to have will not live up to your expectations. As soon as you do that, you have just about wasted your time in the landscape. You might have been as well staying at home, putting your feet up, cracking open a beer and watching a sports game. Expectations of weather, the landscape, the environment, your performance, the type of images you're going to make, and all of those types of things are just going to get in the way of you actually being there. This leads me on to point number 2. It is very easy to run around in a landscape, jumping from one thing to another thing and just making photographs the whole time without actually looking, spending time, sitting and absorbing the place to just be there. So my second tip to you is to slow down. Sit under a tree, look out over the landscape, watch the waves crashing on the beach below you, watch the birds flying over, listen to the sounds. What you will find is that the longer you sit there, the more the landscape will whisper to you and you start to notice things that you would not have noticed if you hadn't stopped running around all over the place. It's the whispers that are going to give you your most unique photography. Everyone hears the shouting, everyone hears the loud and the obvious. If you want to develop a body of work that is unique and personal to you, listening to the whispers that only you hear is the most productive way to move forward. Point number 3 is playfulness. When was the last time you truly played? As a child, possibly running around the woods like I used to do, pretending to chase orcs. They are all the sorts of things we do when we're children. And then as we grow up, we tend to look and play as a kind of a silly, childish thing to do. Landscape photography is an ideal opportunity to play. Every time I go to the coast near home here on the Isle of Lewis, I think that photography is my excuse to go and play on the beach. It's just instead of a bucket and spade, I have a Fujifilm GFX 100 Mark II, which is basically a very expensive bucket and spade. Playfulness is going to tap into a very pure and a very raw way of seeing the world. You are more likely to take chances when you play. DxO is a company that produces a full range of photo processing software. From Pure Raw 4, which will supercharge your lenses with incredible noise reduction and chromatic aberration correction, lens softness correction, DxO Viewpoint for ultimate control over the geometry, shape and perspective, the Nik collection, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with, whether it's Silver Effects Pro or Color Effects, DxO Film Pack, bringing back the timeless magic of film, or indeed DxO Photolab 8, which incorporates a full editing suite. DxO has something for everyone in terms of you maximizing both your cameras and your raw processing opportunities. There's never been a better time with the current Black Friday sale in place with huge discounts on all of these various pieces of software. Please click on the link below in the description to visit the dxo.com website and check out where you can start increasing your creativity right now. The flip side of play is point number 4, which is to actually practice. When was the last time you actually practiced photography? It's very easy to go away on a photo trip and be very focused on making the product. Most of us don't tend to practice. I've always said to participants on workshops, this isn't the time to practice, this is the time to play. Practice is something you can do when you're at home, going into a local park, going into a local nature reserve, or indeed sitting in front of the computer. Practice is a fundamental part of our growth, and it's the best way to get things hardwired into your brain so that in the heat of the moment, if the light is cracking off, you're not having to think, how do I do this? Practice and playfulness are two things that kind of walk hand in hand. You can be playfully practicing and try new techniques like multiple exposures, in-camera multiple exposures if your camera can do that, or intentional camera movement, or playing around with depth of field in the landscape. Playfulness and practice walk hand in hand. And point number 5 is you have to do you. Something I see an awful lot is photographers who generate bodies of work that is indistinguishable from the people who they were trying to make photographs like. We see it an awful lot. We see people trying to make photographs in a certain style because it's a style they find attractive. It is almost synonymous with quality. And that's all well and good, but at the end of the day, us doing us is the most natural thing for us to do. Everything else is somehow not us. It's us trying to be somebody else. And that's always going to lead to disappointment. It's very difficult for me to show somebody how to see because I don't know what they're seeing looks like. I'm always surprised when people come up and show me the back of their camera, or I see some photographs on social media where it's like, man, they were stood right next to me when they made that photograph and I didn't see that. And, I can kind of consider myself quite good at seeing in the landscape. So the only way for you to make interesting and exciting images like you is for yourself to be you. So really what all this means is allow your creativity to show up and stop getting in the way. We are the best and most successful barrier to the growth of our own selves and our own creativity. As soon as you get out the way and allow yourself to just perform naturally and uninhibited, you're almost certainly going to become a better photographer and a happier person. Moving forward, I've already stated a couple of times I'm going to be either leaving social media entirely or certainly posting a lot less on social media. And by that, I predominantly mean Instagram and Facebook. I left X some years ago and do not regret it at all. To that end, if you want to keep in touch with what I'm doing, then the best place to do that is in our newsletter. There is going to be moving forward a bi-monthly newsletter. So every 2 weeks, I'll be sending out a newsletter with some thoughts of things that I've been thinking about, maybe some images that I've been making, links to new portfolios and galleries on the website, which is a way for you to keep up with my most recent work and my own explorations and playfulness. So the newsletter is definitely the place. So if you're not already registered to receive our newsletter, click on the link in the description and sign up for that. And that is about it. I look forward to sharing another weekly YouTube video with you next weekend, and make sure you hit the bell notification to make sure you get those subscriptions too. But apart from that, I hope you've enjoyed this week's video, and I look forward to speaking to you all again very, very soon. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.